Story 4, Batman Knightfall Volume 1, is Every man has a breaking point, even the Batman. The Dark Knight's deadliest enemies have escaped Arkham Asylum: the Joker, Two-Face, the Mad Hatter, Riddler, Poison Ivy, Scarecrow, Killer Croc, Firefly, and Zsasz, one by one. Batman must face each of them in mortal combat, but looking at the end of this seemingly endless gauntlet is the deadliest menace of all, a mysterious man-mountain known as Bane. Will Bane break the bat, or can the Dark Knight save Gotham City from the latest reign of terror to be unleashed upon its citizens? Read the blockbuster story that introduced the featured villain in The Dark Knight Rises. Now, originally when I read the Knightfall storyline, I read this like a few years ago. It was originally in 3 little mini graphic novels, and they were abridgments of the story. It was just the main storyline, some of the subplots and everything was taken out. Because The Dark Knight Rises featured Bane and took some elements from the Knightfall storyline into the movie, they decided to re-release the whole story in 3 this-size graphic novels. Actually, these ones contain the whole story. So basically, as it kind of shows, this is the first introduction of Bane. The first quarter of the story is just basically Bane, the origin of Bane, how he came to be, the life in prison and his escape, being experimented on and all that, which is a very good story. It's a very good story. It kind of gets you on the side of Bane a little bit. Not really sympathetic, but you just understand him. You understand why he's going after the Batman. There's this story, the story of the Bane, the story of the main storyline of Knightfall is very well done, very well thought out. It's interesting to see Batman being pushed beyond his limits. I mean, he's just seriously struggling with everything going on, and then the final conflict with Bane was amazing, very well choreographed. And it's interesting how, kind of a spoiler, because, well, not really, because not everybody's seen Dark Knight Rises, but it's not really a spoiler. It's kind of a spoiler for those who have never read the comics, but people who have, this is an old story, so I'm pretty sure a lot of comic book fans have read the story anyway, but Bane actually fights Batman at Wayne Manor in the Batcave. This is because he knows who Batman is, but the thing is, though, he doesn't care about Bruce Wayne, he cares about Batman. And so he takes Batman into the Batcave and fights him, and then he takes him, like it shows in the picture, takes him across his knee and breaks his back. And that's like the big thing. This is like a huge moment in Batman history. I mean, nobody's ever taken down the Batman before. This is like huge, especially the first appearance of this character. This is huge. This is why Bane's always known as the one who broke the bat. I mean, that's the main reason he's known for. And then we have, after the big fight with Bane, there's also another storyline. It's like, because Gotham City's going to chaos because of Bane controlling everything and trying to fix things his way, and all the other villains are trying to do their own thing. Like, Scarecrow's trying to be declared the god of fear in Gotham and trying to force Gotham to realize that. And all these other different things are subplots, mini-subplots, a lot of things going on. And Batman's replacement, who's been being trained, named John Ponvally, a.k.a. Azrael, takes on the mantle of Batman for Bruce Wayne, and he kind of takes it a bit too far. He takes one step over the line a little bit, and you kind of wonder, is he right for the mantle? You know, he's kind of taking things a bit too rough, so you're not too sure of him until the very end of the first book. And Robin even is worried as well. Tim Drake, Robin, is worried about that, and it's just, they're not getting along. Bane is too dangerous. It is just really, like, you're just worried and tense through the whole thing. And the other subplot, because Bruce Wayne is in a wheelchair through most of this part, and he has a subplot to where Tim Drake's father and Bruce Wayne's girlfriend, who's also a doctor that's treating him, gets kidnapped, and he has to try and follow him. That doesn't get resolved by the end of this first book. That'll probably be resolved in book 2. He goes off into that. And I don't remember reading that in the original graphic novel of Knightfall, so that was new to me. And I want to see where that goes, especially since Bruce Wayne's in a wheelchair. I'd like to see how he resolves this situation. So everything was really good, and the Azrael bat, Jean Ponvally, when he's Batman, he really wants to fight Bane, and he creates this new suit of armor to do so, and it's like, it is like Batman on on steroids, basically. Let me try to show you a good picture of it. Yeah, it's basically Batman on steroids. It basically looks like this. It is just like, it goes against everything Batman stands for, basically. It has weapons, claws, knives, everything. It's just like, holy crap, you don't want to fuck with this guy. And he actually does take down Bane, but at one moment you think, is he going to kill Bane? Is he going to kill Bane? Is he going to cross that line? And he doesn't. So it makes you go, okay, maybe he is right for this part. Maybe he is right for Batman. But then we find out in book 2 that he isn't. But we'll get to that in another review. But that fight with Bane was just so dramatically well choreographed, well written. The visuals were beautiful. It was raining. You got the city. You got a fight on a speeding train. You got fights in the streets. The train crashes. It's just, all these things are going on. It's just so brilliantly done. And the drawing is, typical 90s comic book drawing, but it was very well done. This book also comes with the covers to each of the issues of the stories, and they were very well done as well. It goes with the storyline. It was all good. It was a very well choreographed story, and I liked it very much. And I like this new edition that gives you the complete story. Out of 5 stars, I give this 5 stars. This is like one of the greatest Batman stories of all time. It is amazing. And you can kind of see why, after this story, Bane was introduced in the 90s animated series of Batman, and why Bane is in The Dark Knight Rises and all that other stuff. So Bane has an importance in the history of Batman. So yeah, that is pretty much my review of the first book of the new released Knightfall graphic novels. I'll eventually get to book 2, but I have another book to go over read first before I get to book 2. But until then, I hope this gets you into reading Knightfall or some of the other Batman stories. Batman is a good read. I've enjoyed Batman since my childhood, so this is very important to me. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. And to quote Anna Karenina, stay awesome, Gotham.